The music. If I can't get to people one way, get to them another. Through music, sound, sound body, sound mind. Oh, I was born in Louisville, Kentucky, 1924. In 1942, I was 18, so I joined the Army. So they were asking for musicians. So I told them, yeah, I'm a musician. I play clarinet, you know. And that's where I joined the band. Our band played the V-Day parade in Reims, France, for Eisenhower and Montgomery and all them people. I had came from Europe, and then I went to Chicago. But in '57, I heard a demo by Sun Ra. I said, "Oh, that band sound good." It was something different. It was really beautiful, and it was different than I heard. So I wanted to be part of it. We had a private rehearsal with me. I didn't have no music, and I'm looking for the million. I said, play whatever you feel, you feel this. I joined Sun Ra's band in 1958. They rehearsed every night, 7 days a week. We went to Canada to play. We was coming back to Chicago, so let's stop in New York. We stopped in New York, and the taxi cab hit our vehicle. So now we stranded in New York, out in the street with no place to live. So we had to say, oh, well, now we're here. What are we going to do? We got to find a place to live. And we would play down in the village, coffee shops and stuff, in order to make a living.
I met Marshall in New York. The band was playing in New York at a place called Slugs. I was, as a young man, about 18 years old, saw these musicians, and I thought they were like the baddest musicians I had ever seen. Yeah, they dressed differently, they looked differently, they acted differently, they played differently. Yeah, and they were talking about they were from outer space. So it was like the most amazing thing that I have ever seen. That's when I first saw Marshall.
Well, New York's another kind of city, and then we went through another kind of lifestyle. We didn't have too many jobs, but we rehearsed every day. So in order to make some money, I had to play with other people sometimes. And then around 69 or so, we had to move. So my father was living in Philadelphia, and he had 3 or 4 houses he had bought. He suggested, well, come on down here. I got a house for you, and bring your family and the band too. So I come down to the 3-story house on Martin Street where we live now.
I joined the Sun Ra Arkestra in 1975 on my first trip to Philadelphia to 5626 Morton Street, otherwise known as the Sun Ra home.
Sun Ra was writing music like he'd write a letter. And we couldn't hardly keep up, so we had to constant rehearsing something. So you had to really want to do, because it was too much for some people that didn't have the discipline,
I think that Sun Ra must have known of Marshall's ability to be able to lead at a very young age, because I remember when I joined the band, Sun Ra was very hard on Marshall, so that Marshall could be the great man that he is today. Before Sun Ra left the planet, throughout 1992, he was pretty ill. He had stopped playing and leading the band, and John Gilmore had taken over the leadership of the band, and John Gilmore was very, very sick. He turned things over to Marshall.
So there was nobody left with the band but me and a drummer. So we said, worked so hard in so many years to build the thing. So I made up my mind, okay, I'm gonna keep going with it. And I had to build a band again.
It was like almost like a breath of fresh air, because his way of leading was very different. It was camaraderie. It's totally his way of bringing people together. I think the significant thing is that he is 100 and doing it. I think that is probably a Guinness Book of Records achievement. I would say this about Marshall Allen. As a composer, as a multi-instrumentalist, as a band leader, I think that Marshall Allen is absolutely exceptional. And he's in his own class. There's no one like him.
So it takes dedication and sincerity. All of that comes out. All of what you put in comes out. You get musicians who are not wasting their time, but are trying to build a better world through music, through sound. Until, of course, you're doing it for the people and you're trying to lift them up with you.